My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Hearthstone Arena, where we have 430 gold. So as long as we get 20 gold, we can have 3 more arenas today. Fuck yes. Okay, requests. We have Jamie requesting a Shaman, Hunter requested by Mr. Strumpet, and what was the other request that's not on this list? There was another one, hang on. I don't think any of these were requested, so it's either Paladin or Mage, because I've played all of these recently, but I think Paladin and Mage are the strongest individually. I'm gonna take a Paladin. Alright. I was thinking Mage right up until the final second when I was like, yeah, Paladin. Hobgoblin, whenever you play a 1 attack minion, give it +2/+2, so that doesn't count if I use my hero power and get a 1/1, because that's summoning, not playing, right? So I'm gonna get the Quartermaster, just in case I get super value with that. Noble Sacrifice is pretty good secret. It's okay, at least. Gilbin Stalker is a reasonable 2/3. Tinkertown Technician in case I get better things for it. I mean, it's a solid 3/3 regardless, but if I get a mech out, it's amazing. Avenge. I want to make something a little more aggressive, so I'm going to take an Avenge rather than anything else. Bluegill Warrior or Iron Beak Owl. I think the silence is actually pretty important, so that's going to be the only silence I put in the deck. Harvest Golem, it's just so much more important than the health at this point. Sorry, than the card that I would have gotten from the Gnomish Inventor. Also Avenged. I'll take the Darkscale Healer in this case. Violet Teacher is really good, especially considering how many cheap secrets we have. Divine Favor, so we can rush out our hand. That could actually be interesting, plus the other 2 cards were pretty trashy. Argent Protector is really powerful when it Argent protects anything. Mechanical Yeti is really good on the 4-drop slot. Silverhand Knight is really powerful as well, so is an Argent Protector. Okay, I'm liking this. Mech Warper? Oh, baby. Alright. Mech Warp out a Harvest Golem. I would love to take another Mech Warper, but that's a Truce of a Champion. You have to understand, my hands are tied. Best of these is definitely the Bloodstar Raider, especially because it might even pick up the buff from Truce of a Champion. Mountain Giant, bad. Murloc Wall Eater, bad. Blood Knight, eh. So we'll take the Blood Knight. Another Tinkertown. I'm gonna try and draft as many early mechs as I can. Blessing of Might is the only one of these that's even slightly reasonable. Warg Infiltrator is a really good early drop. That's a mech. I would love to take the Dark Iron Dwarf, but as I said, I want as many mechs as possible to try and get my 2 Tinkertown Technicians to hit, and also to get value out of my Mech Warper. Spider Tank is really good. Spiteful Smith is pretty good on the later end of that drop scale. Do I want to take an Annoyatron or a Spider Tank? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 4 independently strong ones, but then I've also got a 1, 2... So 6 independently strong early drops. Annoyatron could... Annoyatron also has combinations with the Blood Knight. Ooh, that could be important. Alright. Alright, I'll take the Annoyatron just because I've got so many solid minions on 3. And then, to end our draft, we are going to be picking up the Foe Reaper. Okay. 2 Truce of a Champions. This isn't a particularly good deck I picked because I was like, yeah, I really want to pick into this archetype, the kind of like mech archetype, and then get powerful Tinkertown Technicians to kind of force my curve. And then on 4-drop, I have like a 4 damage weapon as well, and I have 3 really strong minions. So if I curve out well, I'm golden. Absolutely golden. I expect basically about 4 wins with this deck. Really not expecting much out of it. It was mostly just, I really just wanted to play the kind of deck it was drafting. Because I saw what it was giving me. And sometimes it's good to go into what it's giving you, and sometimes it's bad. But, you know, it's almost always fun. And that's what this is ultimately about. We're playing a game. It's so fun.
The light shall bring victory.
I will fight with honor.
I'd love to get mech, but I can't sacrifice a 2-drop. Just in case I get a mech. Ooh, that's really good. Oh, if I got fucking... Nope. Okay, so... This was actually asked in the previous episode where I had, I think it was Avenge Revenge. I think that was episode 154. Why would you not play an Avenge, because it costs 1 mana, why would you not play it on turn 1? Simple. It tells my opponent what secret it is. Because then if they attack and it's not Noble Sacrifice, or if they kill something and it doesn't trigger because there's nothing on the board except for one thing, they immediately know, oh, that's Avenge. And then they play around it. It's anti-value to do so. Now that I know that my opponent has to kill something, it's going to be Spider Tank plus Avenge. Oh, Twillet Drake. Oh, that's a good Twillet Drake. Okay, I'm just not even going to address the Twilight Drake. I don't need to. I've got a Divine Shield on that creature, and then I've also got the Taunt on it.
The damned stand ready.
Okay. I could go for face again.
For justice.
Actually, I'm going to. Like, very aggressively. So this thing has a lot of health. But if it kills this, I'm gonna get one of these buffed, and unless they get Shadow Word Deaths, I'm gonna be in a really good position. Ah, right. Okay. Now, it's dead. One of these gets buffed with Avenge. Okay, that's probably the better target to have been buffed. It's now 6/6. Attack into the 6/6, and then I can kill it with a Truce of a Champion. Or, attack that. I can't kill that with a Truce of a Champion. Okay, that's an interesting thing to do. I mean, it makes sense. If it gets healed as well, I can't kill it with the lesser heal. Yeah, if it gets healed as well, I can't kill it with the Spider Tank.
For justice.
The sacrifice, attack face. It might get to the point next turn that I attack face, and then I just finicky cloak field, have the 6/6 waiting in the cloak field, and then attack the face again. So even though they're getting value out of this Twilight Drake, they're not dominating the board. Also, it's going to attack and trigger the Noble Sacrifice.
Get down!
Now I have 10 damage on board, and my opponent has 10 health. Oh, please just develop something for 6 mana and totally forget that I have lethal. That would be hilarious. Okay. Now I'm 2 off lethal. And that's well played.
For justice. Well played.
1-0. That was fun, wasn't it? It was good fun. I had a good time. I don't know if my opponent had a good time, but I definitely had a good time. Whew. I need a cigarette. Alright. I don't smoke. That's a joke that I just make occasionally because it's a movie trope that after characters have some sort of a sexual encounter, they will smoke a cigarette. And I'm basically saying that that game felt like sex because it's so good. It's a good game. Good game. It's good fun. Malfurion. Oh, he's even named Legend. Does he have the Legend card back? He does not. Excellent. Does not. They do not, sorry.
With honor.
I kind of picked the Quartermaster because I was really hoping to get a, Mex? No. I was really hoping to get a, whatchamacallit? Muster for Battle. I don't know if I've ever drafted a Muster for Battle, with the Paladin in Arena. If I did, it was a very long time ago. Oh, I'm just looking over here to the side. I am so fucking happy with my new mousepad. It's this huge thing from Steel Series. Luxury is a $12 mousepad. Of course, it's kind of slightly diminished by the fact that I spent like 20 minutes looking for a coupon to save 60 cents, but, you know, luxury still. Plus, I have an extra 60 cents to make it rain at a later date. Oh, okay. Kind of annoyed that my opponent is like playing cards out of their hand, but whatever. Because my whole point here is to play cards out of my hand and then Divine Favor and fill my hand again. So if they just, you know, coin creature and then play a creature, I'm gonna be I'll be a little sad about that, you know? So I'm gonna silence that and then attack this. Because that puts me far and above ahead. Plus I've got an Avenge on field. So the reason I played Avenge on turn 1 was obviously because I was trying to get the rest of the cards out of my hand. Boom! Get buffed. Alright, my opponent has a, I can only play one of them this turn anyway, so... Actually, that was bad. My opponent has a Keeper of the Grove in hand. That's why they attacked this, because then next turn they cast the Keeper of the Grove for 2 damage, hit the Ironbeak Owl, it gets destroyed, they develop a 2/4. Then I guess I just Silverhand Knight and attack the face.
Just me and Mr.
What? You have that and you did that play? Why?
The battle.
Okay. Thank you.
Ready, sir.
This is a fun game so far. Wonder if they have a swipe. Swipe isn't stupidly effective right now, but it's okay. Swipe from the top deck? That's the top deck's card. That's the top deck. Murloc Tidehunter. Oh, baby, I feel very confident right now. How long until that all comes crumbling down? Yeah, half a second, apparently. Okay,
Pay attention, class.
Okay, well, this attacks the face no matter what. This does as well. Safety dictates that I kill that and that I kill that. Yeah, that's the correct move. If my opponent plays one big thing this turn, I'm going to be hilariously happy. That's one big thing.
Get down!
I have 1 short of lethal next turn. I'm currently 1 short of lethal. So it's Spider Tank, Divine Favor, draw 4 cards, I guess. Develop the Walk and Infiltrate. Actually, that's correct right now. Yeah. Divine Favor, so I draw 4 cards rather than 3, even though the Violet Teacher now doesn't create anything. Oh, if I did it the other way, I would have had lethal this turn. I'm a dumb man. Which makes me less vulnerable to swipe. This one does, right? Yeah.
Battle.
This means swipe ends my game fewer times out of 10. In fact, swipe doesn't end my game right now. It would need to be supplemented with a lot of things. Because swipe can't remove all of my minions. Even if there's spell damage behind it, I end up with, at most, the Spider Tank left. Well played.
Well played.
There's nothing you can play with 1 mana that's gonna win you the game. And unless you've got, like, innovate, something.
I can see.
Game over. Score data. 2-0. I just wanted to pick something aggressive. It's working out, isn't it? It's gonna stop working out very soon. I do have some late game, though, just to back myself up in case it gets to that. I had been drawing pretty well in my early game, though. I mean, playing the Ironbark Owl off cost to get a 2-for-1 with my other creature, the Gilban Stalker, that was really good.
For Doomhammer.
Even
I
triggered the
will
Avenge.
fight with honor.
Alright, this is bad. We officially have a bad opening hand, alright? Uh-oh. Okay. Well, we're gonna hero power up on turn. Oh, no, we're not. Alright.
Powering up. Portal.
This could have been played with this on turn 4. It's true. I wonder if this baits out a iron. Yeah, Crackle. It baits out a pretty desperate response from my opponent. They're gonna have 1 mana next turn.
Ready.
That's a perfect target for the Harvest Golem. Okay. What? Oh no, 2 mana. What? Crackle is only 1 overload? Okay, that's interesting. If I get attack and then Earth Shocked, I'm gonna be the saddest man. What did I just say about being the saddest man? Fuck you. Alright, I want my Clockwork Gnome right now.
Slippery.
Reporting for
Oh, damn it. That was perfect. I just wanted one of them out. The Harvest Golem is a mech. The damaged Golem that it summons is also a mech. So the Tinkertown Technician would have immediately had value, which kind of seizes the whole game. But no.
Morning person.
No, you had to take that from me.
the battle.
I'm like straight up out of this game very soon.
king!
It doesn't take almost anything to put me out of this game now. Doesn't take almost anything. Sorry, takes almost nothing is what I should have said. But instead I was a dumb man.
Pay attention, class.
Reporting for duty.
I would really enjoy having the... What's his name? Storm and Champion in hand from the top deck, or Divine Favor from the top deck. Both of those would be quite appealing to me.
Get behind me.
Truce of a Champion would also. Of course.
To battle.
Instruction
To battle.
I'm starting to equal out our cards, but it's too slow right now. My opponent could have just been holding on to something really big this whole time, and then I'm fucked. Like, if that's a Dr.
me a
Boom, I'm
quest.
screwed. No? Okay, so my opponent's gonna cast
Your
at least
magic shall
2?
not
What?
save.
That's not at least 2. I said at least 2 cards this turn. What? This isn't 2. Very much fewer than 2.
On my watch.
Instruction begins.
Oh, I'm already on the wrong side of...
Reporting for duty.
I'm already on the wrong side of my control tech, so I'll actually make another minion, because now there's 2 minions that I don't really care if they get stolen. So MCT has a 40% chance to basically whiff. Okay. Hey, I'm in control of the game now. When did that happen?
This is my responsibility.
Instruction begins.
Vengeance. Reporting for duty. To battle. To battle.
X marks the spot.
So I'm keeping the Tinkertown Technician because I do have a number of mechs left in my deck, including the Spider Tanks, but also I'm not using my 1/1s to trade off because they're going to be really good for beating down those totems, but also if I happen to get into a position
To battle.
for it, it would be really good to quartermaster them.
To battle. Reporting
So if I top deck the Quartermaster, I would be adding 2, 2, 2, 2, a total of 8 damage to the field and 8 health. Right, so that's 8, 8, and 2, 5 from the Quartermaster worth of stats. So
I bring life.
it's distributed stats, but it would all be added to the game, basically. Is this the end of the game?
Die, landlubber.
I mean, like, 5, 5, 5. Yeah, that's literally exactly lethal.
The battle!
Okay.
The battle! The battle! The battle!
Well played. That was an interesting game. That was a very interesting game. I'm so glad that my opponent didn't have good responses after, like, the first 2. Okay, so that's 3-0. Let's go again. What is it, 20 minutes into the episode? 3-0. Of course, last episode was 3-0, and then it was 3-1, and then it was 3-2. And then it was 5-3, basically, it ended up. Because in the 5th game, I really needed to go to the bathroom. So I just left for a while. I came back, and somehow my entire turn had been skipped. I didn't think that was going to happen. But it did. Hey, team. Hey, LeMayo.
I will fight with honor.
I'm going to keep the hopeful one. Which is this. Mech Warper or... Well, that's okay. Now I need to hope for no Fiery War Axe. I mean, this is a perfect curve if my opponent plays nothing this turn and then doesn't Fiery War Axe next turn.
Battle detected. Powering up. Portals.
I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. That's enraged by taking... Slam. Oh, fuck me. That's really good for my opponent. In this case, the 3-3 is exactly the same as a 1-1. Anything my opponent can do to remove the 1-1 will also probably remove the Warbot. Crucible Champion strike it twice, I guess.
For justice.
I guess this encourages the Devil Lord to attack my Silver Hand Knight. Yeah. He's gonna take the damage anyway. I have another True Silver Champion in here, so that's not super huge problem. Or not a super huge problem, rather. I'm glad to have drawn something on 5 mana that's pretty good. Oh, fuck me. Really? You summoned that shit? Attack. That goes for my face. I have to assume.
The frost wolves stand ready.
Oh, that's perfect for me. So this gets enraged when I attack this. Right. So unless it summons a taunt, that's totally not a taunt, I get to use the True Silver Champion as 6 damage to kill the Frosted Warlord.
Reporting for duty.
I do have the Guardian of Kings to heal myself up a little bit as well. That's interesting to me. My opponent also needs to supplement 1 damage in order to remove my Spiteful Smith from the game with their Novice Engineer. Wouldn't be surprised to see, like... Oh, Gorehowl?
Behold the might
Oh,
of
Stormwind Champion.
Stormwind.
Okay, that's fine. How do I respond to that? I mean, it looks like Quartermaster plus attack. Yeah, it totally is.
Reporting for duty. The battle for justice.
I mean, I have a pretty good board state. I have a pretty good position. I just have to hold on to it, I guess. Quartermaster came out with a lot of value. Having a 3-3 and a 2-5 on the field after buffing something to the point that he can trade. That was really good. Just don't remove any of my creatures. That would be... Oh, fuck you. Are you kidding me? You seriously kidding me with that shit?
It's time for a little blood.
Oh my god. Alright. I'll play this, then this. Let's see what we get. Please be reversing switch. Armor plating. That actually doesn't help anything.
Duty calls.
So if this gets enraged by my opponent, it's likely I end up dying because it would be enraged by like Inner Rage or something like that. So it gets buffed to 7 attack, that's 5 attack, I take 12 damage to the face and they only need 1 damage to finish the game. It killed a 3 health creature with 6 damage randomly split between all other characters.
I wonder.
With 4 other characters to split it between. On average, each character takes 1 damage, and then has another... Yeah, on average, each character takes 1 damage, and then there's a chance to take a 2nd damage. So for a 3rd damage to hit on the same target, under those conditions with Mad Bomber, is actually extremely unlikely. I can't figure out the statistics of it right now. What is it? It's... No, I can't. Not right now. A slam attack? That'd be surprising to me. I gotta get this Guardian of Kings out soon.
I must choose.
Maybe slam was only for the card draw. It's possible. Doesn't look like it was only for the card draw if that's gonna be what's played. Ah.
The battle. Duty calls.
So if my opponent didn't have 5 supplementary damage last turn, they're unlikely to have it this turn, so the Sea Giant is probably not going to kill me this turn. Do I just want to develop as many things as I can? So that would be Blood Knight, Harvest Golem, Clockwork Gnome, and Reinforce. Yes.
I am ready.
Glory to the Sindori.
Reporting for duty.
If I Guardian of Kings that turn, I have, what? 5 and 2. So the Sea Giant can kill both and stays alive. Right? I would have to top deck extra damage. This is the only way that I pose enough damage on the board currently to kill it.
Call that away.
Oh, God. Okay. That's really good. So... this goes here. Wait, hang on. I can kill them both perfectly, but... oh, and none of them survive no matter what they do. Okay, fine. Blessing of Might goes on this, and we'll attack it. Oh shit, I should have cast the Violet Teacher first. Alright, that means I'm not casting the Violet Teacher this turn, I guess. Yeah. That goes there. Which means that I'm going Guardian of Kings plus heal.
Reporting for duty.
So Violet Teacher has 2 spare parts to play off of. That's pretty important. Oh, that's probably going for my
I
face.
can take the hit.
You know the worst thing? Oh, actually, that's really good for me. Okay. So, attack this, then armor plate it. No, I needed to have the Violet Teacher out. Oh, no. Armor plate it. Then... Finicky Cloak Field it, I guess.
I am ready to.
I guess it ultimately didn't matter. I was getting a 1-1 anyway.
Reporting for duty. The battle.
So now my opponent needs 1 more damage to kill me. They attack my face, and then I've got a 5-1 and a 3-4 left over.
Well played.
Yeah, they got the damage. Probably a charge minion. Oh, replace it with an Arcanite Reaper. All of my minions get the damage anyway, and then the Arcanite Reaper comes into the face. Alright, whatever. Where did I lose that game? Probably around the Sea Giant era. Oh, Golden Lights Justice. Excellent. Very glad to have that. I'm going to be using that all of the time. As much as I can. I'm really pleased. Alright. Well, that's all we've got time for in this half of the episode. Hopefully you'll be able to... No, wait. Fuck. What? I keep accidentally ending the episode. No. Right. Let's cut to a part 2. You'll be able to find the link to part 2 down in the description below, and we'll hope to see you there.